I definitely sabotaged myself because one of my TikToks went viral and I got scared. I was still working my corporate job at the time and I was terrified of my employer finding it, and so I privated it. Okay, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa. Today I finally figured out my lighting, so now I look like a human being and I don't look all washed out. Today we're jumping into the topic of mindset concerning making your online business. Now, when I first started out, I used to hate all of the content that I would find and watch about mindset because I just thought it was fluff and I thought that it was a waste of time. To be quite fair, it is not. Because if you don't have the right mindset going into any online business, whether it's e-commerce, drop shipping, affiliate marketing, freelance digital marketing, whatever it is, UGC, influencer stuff, if you don't have the right mindset going into it, you are going to quit. Okay, so when you're doing an online business of any sort, you are going to need social media, because social media is what's going to drive your advertising and your marketing strategies. There's no way around it. You're not going to be sending out handwritten notes or postcards. You're not going to be sending out any merch or promotional items. Like literally whatever you post on the internet or on your social media is the only way people are going to learn about your product or your service. So the first big hurdle is becoming relevant on social media platforms. So far, I have a TikTok and Instagram. I have Thread now, and I'm considering other platforms such as Pinterest and Twitter. However, going viral is half the battle. I went viral on TikTok by mistake, and the hardest part about going viral by mistake is the maintenance, the upkeep. Is your next piece of content going to pop? Is it going to blow? I think there's probably nothing worse than going viral and getting that high and feeling that success off of one post, and then your next few posts are flops. It definitely messes with your mental and it'll make you want to quit. That is the first case scenario. The second case scenario is that you go on social media and you flop from the beginning. So you're literally starting off with 0 followers, you have 0 content, and when you post something, it gets like 3 views, no likes, and so on and so forth. Just like me trying to revive this YouTube channel right now. It's very disheartening to go from 10K views to 1.5K views to 50 views. But honestly, like that's just how the nature of the business is. Consistency is key, and once you stop being consistent on any platform, the algorithm is going to crush you. So with that being said, sometimes you just start off small. Sometimes you start off as a micro blogger, a micro content creator where, you know, nobody is seeing your stuff. We will get into how to make your content pop in later videos. And then the third case scenario is simply being lit from the very beginning, going viral from the very beginning, and being consistently viral from the very beginning. This is rare, so don't feel bad if you are trying and it is trash. Sometimes, like, you have to just start all over. I definitely sabotaged myself because one of my TikToks went viral and I got scared. I was still working my corporate job at the time and I was terrified of my employer finding it, and so I privated it. I did that like 2 or 3 times on that one viral TikTok, and then after that, the algorithm was just like, we're not showing your content anymore because we don't know why you keep making it private. And I did that on multiple posts, like something that was just popping off too much. I was terrified that my employer was gonna find it and they were gonna fire me over it. So I literally self-sabotaged, right? But that's also because of mindset. At the time, I was terrified to go out on my own and to do something that was so outside of the norm, something outside of my comfort zone. And so the first thing, as a person who's coming out of the corporate space, a person that is highly educated, the first thing you have to dismantle is that failure is a bad thing. Failure is definitely a part of the whole process, and there's no way around it. Number 2, you have to keep going. You eat what you kill. So if you're not making it big here, if you're not doing well here, you're not making money here, and that's period. And I think that that is probably one of the hardest things, one of the hardest pain points for somebody coming out of a corporate space, going into the digital marketing space or online business space, that is the hardest thing to adjust to. So in the corporate space, the mindset of just being in reality and being practical and being logical and being socially acceptable is something that you kind of have to break out of when you are working in an online business. Let me explain why. Because 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2 in a corporate space. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2 in higher education. But in an online business, in the online world, 1 + 1 might equal 1 million. And I am not joking. Let me give you an example. I ran across this mindset called being delusional. And basically the premise is to imagine yourself already in the state that you want to be in. So where I wanted to be on my social media platforms is going viral, being very successful, having high engagement and everything like that. So I just simply pretended that I already had 1 million followers. I already had people who was dying to see more content from me, right? Because I imagined that, when I went into making a specific TikTok, I made it with the confidence that people were going to automatically like it and it was gonna blow and it was gonna take off anyway, right? I posted it with a viral sound and it did numbers. It did numbers comparably so to my other content that I had been curating and working on and doing all this research on, right? And I think a big part of it was, one, the imagination behind it, just pretending that I already had all these followers who were waiting on me to post my content, so it gave me a boost of confidence. 2, being authentic and real, like, listen, I know I suck at social media right now, and I know one day, like, you guys are gonna find my stuff and you're gonna look back on my old content and be like, wow, right? This is how she started. And 3, it helps me to be consistent. It helps me to realize that I don't have to be perfect in every single thing that I post and do and say and how I look all the time. What I'm realizing about social media right now is that the algorithms across many platforms are starting to trend towards regular people, are starting to trend towards people who aren't perfect, who don't have the perfect smile, the perfect look, all of the followers, all of the money. They're looking for normal people to be on these platforms. So if I leave you with anything today, first off, I'm just gonna say, start. Just start. Even if you don't know what you're doing, because that's how I'm starting, and I already know that it's going to blow up. The average person online who sticks with this, they don't start seeing their first profit until like the 3rd or 4th month. Why does it keep doing that? You guys see this? Like, the light is changing on its own. So with that being said, I think that's my cue to get out of here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure that you click the link in my description for the free ebook, and I'll catch up with you guys later.